booked for the perfect amount of time. Today is Sunday, 3 days later, and I just noticed that the stopwatch is still going. It reads 79 hours, 12 minutes, and 43 seconds. Knowing precisely how long it's been since I boiled Zuzu's eggs fills me with a sudden sadness over the fleetingness of time. It's like how once every year there comes a point where the telephone wire on my office phone becomes so tangled that I must untangle it. I take it off the hook, dangle it, watch it spin, ruminate melancholically upon the passage of another year, and hope nobody walks by my office door and judges me a simpleton, thinking that untangling phone wire is all I do with my day. Today is such a damp, overcast Sunday that earlier, unable to think of anything better to do, I settled in for a nap. And now, 3.5 hours later, I awake on the couch, but rather than feeling refreshed, I feel discombobulated, depressed, and nauseous. I go into the kitchen to make some coffee or tea. I can't decide which, but then something pops into my mind. Perhaps a good way to mix things up is to mix the same old atoms of life into new molecules. And so to this end, I decide to dunk a tea bag into my coffee. I do so and take a sip, and I am thoroughly grossed out. But at least I feel as though I have made some effort to quote-unquote mix it up. I fear that my life has grown so dull and I have become so boring that if I lived in Paris in the 20s and was friends with Anais Nin, I would never even make it into her journal. I could just see it. After a day together spent apple picking in the French orchards, she'd write extensively about the outfit she wore, the grandeur of the trees, and the charming farmer who lent us baskets. She'd even write a full page about his dog, a near-dead basset hound named Monsieur Choufleur. But I wouldn't merit so much as a single word. At a complete loss as to what to do with the last dregs of the weekend, I decide to write in my own journal. The only problem with this plan is that I have absolutely nothing to write about. I sit with my notebook, racking my brain for an amusing anecdote, an entertaining quote. I sit there, vainly trying to suck the marrow of the past couple days for some kind of juice. No dice. I decide to stare at the blank paper until inspiration strikes, or until some other form of distraction presents itself.
Mr. John Goldstein.
Hey, Howard. How are you doing?
What a gray, rainy, miserable day today, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
They say it's going to maybe rain like this for the next 2-3 days.
That's so.
Yep.
That's great. Okay, Howard,
Wait,
I do need to get back to work.
I'm just trying to pass the time.
I don't have time to pass right now.
Look, man, I'm just bored. I'm bored. I'm so bored.
Well, you know what they say about being bored, huh?
Well, it's going to be some zinger, right? Like, boring people get bored, right? You're just going to find...
Well, that is true, yes. That is what I was going to say.
You're just going to insult me.
Well, there's no reason why you can't, put on a raincoat and go take a walk.
This is the kind of day I just can't bear to leave the house. I haven't even taken Desi out yet.
Well, you got to walk your dog, How?
He'll be okay. They can hold it in for, days, the way I understand.
No, that's not so.
Yeah, they say minimum 12 hours, maximum 3 days or something like that for a dog.
I think you probably want to take him out for a walk.
He hates the rain. He just really doesn't like it. He's spiteful, just like his old man. Hey, Desmond? Hey, Desi boy?
Yeah.
Listen, he's snoring. Listen.
Yeah, I don't hear anything. Look, Howard, I'm going to let you go, okay? I should probably...
You're busy?
I'm pretty busy, yeah. I'm just...
Maybe something I can help with. Maybe there's something I could,
Actually, there is a way that you can help.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you're going to tell me by getting off the phone and letting you do your work.
That's what I was going to say.
I hate when you do that. I don't really like when you do that joke. It's kind of hurtful. And
I'm sorry.
I just think it's a really gray, hazy day. And there ain't a thing to do except but to pass the time, while away the hours, chit-chat and whittling sticks and eating pickles. That's all I see, my friend. There's just nothing to do in a day like today.
As Howard speaks on, I find myself slowly start to fade, listening more to the rain outside my window than to his voice. The rain fills me with nostalgia, memories of youth, of walking home from school in the rain, of long, almost endless-seeming baths, about trips to the beach, and even about sharks. When I was a kid, I used to spend about 80% of my time worrying about being eaten by sharks. This was during the 70s, and I guess what with all the movies like Jaws, Jaws 2, and Jaws 3 in 3D, everyone was. The threat felt so real that merely going to the beach felt like an act of daredevilhood. I remember dropping a hard-boiled egg into the surf to see if a shark would come by and get it, to see if it was safe to swim. And my dad yelling at me to never mind the shark, he was going to murder me with his bare hands for wasting eggs. But nowadays, or at least on some days, being eaten by a shark doesn't seem all that bad. I mean, it would be bad, but after the first couple bites, I suspect no worse than listening to someone talk about their RSP contribution, or putting up a carport, or holding the phone away from your ear as a dear friend goes on and on about matters that could put a trained psychoanalyst to sleep.
Smell the wetness on the leaves and the dew on the grass and...
Hello?
Yes?
I honestly, I can't believe that you're still talking. I put the phone down and went back to work about 25 minutes ago. And you were talking that entire time. Well,
no offense, that was the best part of the conversation so far.
All right. Well, you take care now. And
listen, wait. Just because I want to ask you, I like money, lots and lots of money, each and every day.
No, I don't.
Funny how many songs about money, eh? I'm talking about money.
Howard.
I'm talking about money,
okay,
money.
Howard. I'm going to go now.
Yo, listen to Desi snore. Listen. You hear that?
I don't know what
cute. It just kind of lulls me to sleep. It makes me feel all cuddly and warm.
Okay, Howard, I'm getting...
I cut my own hair today. Did I tell you that? I got this thing called the Trimco 3000.
What do you mean, a product for cutting your own hair?
Yeah. It saves me a lot. Like, I don't really spend tons of my haircuts. It's like I'm a $10 haircut guy. But this will save me $10 every 4 months, and it's just like...
You only cut your hair once every 4 months?
Yeah, I like going from A to Z. I don't like this in-between business. My hair is short, my hair is awkward, my hair is long. My hair is short, my hair is awkward, my hair is long.
Oh, I didn't know that you ever had such an interest in cutting your own hair. So what is this thing called?
It's the Trimco 3000.
And where did you find it?
Well, I'm actually quite pleased you're asking me. It was a day not unlike today, gray, boring day, and I was on the internet when I was doing the email, and I was so bored, I basically just opened up all my junk email, all the stuff you're not supposed to open, and decided to go for it. Virus be damned.
That's pretty bored.
I clicked on emails promising to win a fortune, be my own boss, all this kind of stuff. People from Malaysia trying to get in touch with me because there's some kind of account. You know, by the way, if you ever get that, someone writes you, like from Asia or Africa, and they're saying that there's money owed to you, like hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's not true.
Oh, you don't say. Thanks for the tip.
Anyway, then I see this thing, cut your own hair. Well, I clicked on it, and it was so great, and I just couldn't believe it, and I was like, this thing, I got to have this thing. So luckily, I still had your credit card number from the last time you lent me your card.
When did I lend you my card?
Anyway, so I ordered the Trimco, and I got it within a week. And I mean, so much fun. I gave myself quite the fetching haircut.
Really? It actually looks good?
I think it looks really good. You know, it's like it's just like seizing control of your own body.
I don't know why the idea is so appealing to me of actually being able to cut your own hair, but it's always
absolutely. You know, I can't think of anything that's really more empowering or more important. I clean my own ears. I fix my own breakfast sometimes, and I think it's just really great if to have this tool.
And you're actually happy with it.
Yeah,
it looks as good as something you've gotten in a barbershop?
Even better.
Wow.
I'm not married, but let's just say that these days I'm well groomed.
I was actually considering going to get a haircut.
Why? I have this trim coat. You take it. It's yours. You paid for it.
Yeah.
It's a great thing. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll pass by on my way home from work if that's okay, and I'll pick it up.
Oh, that's so great. I'm so happy. No.
Okay. Well, I'll see you then. Hal.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as I have you also. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you buy honeydew melon at the store,
yeah.
Like, you actually come right out and say, do you have any honeydew melon? I'm always a little bit, like, self-conscious asking for the honeydew.
Okay, why?
It's such a weird name, honeydew. It sounds almost pornographic.
Honeydew.
Honeydew.